Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley and this is another bookish video. Hello friends, it is that time again, TBR time, and I am so excited to be doing my Owl Choose Your TBR again. I love my TBR game and this is my favorite thing to do every single month. And I just love TBR games in general. Like, I love watching them and I love doing mine. Like, I get excited all the time, even though I am horrible with sticking to my TBR, and that did not change for February. I totally failed my TBR, but that is okay. I still read some like really good books in February, and also March is a very exciting month because I will be participating in Realmathon. It's a readathon that was created by Cassidy from over at Covers with Cassidy. And yeah, I'm so excited. This time we are in Carrion City. This is the merch that she made. And I just love it. Like, I think out of like all the like the years that she's done this like readathon, this is probably my favorite. But this readathon is so fun. This will be my like fourth time participating. I've participated since she created it, and yeah, I love this readathon so much and so excited. I will leave her channel link down below if you somehow don't know about this readathon. But yeah, I am so excited. But yeah, I'm still gonna play my TBR game, and hopefully I will get a lot of books. I'm on the team Stags, and there's two like bonus prompts that we have to like go for if you're on that team, and one of them is books with plants on the cover, and then the second one is a non-human like main character, I believe. I don't know if it's main character or just any like character, but I'm pretty sure it is just if it's a non-human main character. And also one of like the bonus prompts for like all teams is that they have to be an urban setting. So I'm gonna try to get some urban setting books on my TBR as well. So yeah, I am very excited for this readathon, and I'm excited to play my TBR game and see what we get. But first, there are the two jars. I know last month I drew from jars to like see what series, like it was a series jar, and then also for the Buzzword challenge that it was created by Kayla from Books with Lala. I had a jar to pick out of those, and last month for February I drew Half Truths for a book with like truth or lies on the cover. And then I also did Crescent City, the sequel to Crescent City, House of Sky and Breath. I did not read that book, but I did read Half Truths. So I failed with that jar challenge already. Except I did read one of the books that is like part of the Buzzword challenge, and that is Play With Me by Becca Mack for the Skyline prompt. I will leave the images of the like Buzzword challenge right here, and like with check marks on the books that I have completed so far for that challenge. But right now, let's go ahead and draw from that jar. And then we will also draw from the series jar because I completely failed the series jar. I was supposed to read Daughter of the Pirate King and the Jasad Heir, and I failed at these. So since I failed, I will be carrying over these for next month. And yeah, it's fine. I was reading other things and I just ran out of time to read these. So I will carry these over, and I will still draw at least one book from the series jar. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that first, and then we will play my TBR game. Okay, so the first jar we are going to draw from is my Buzzword challenge jar. So I have like all the books that I want to read for that challenge in here, and I plan on drawing 2 books. And like I said, for the Buzzword challenge, there's the cover challenge, and then there's like the Buzzword challenge, like where it has to have like the word. But then this year she created the Buzzword cover challenge. And that's like the word or like the item has to be like on the cover. So yeah, I have the jar here, and it's a mix of both. So I could get 2 title challenges, or I could get 2 of the cover challenge books that I need to read. But yeah, we will see. I am gonna go ahead and draw now. So let's see. Oh my gosh. Okay, A Love Letter to Whiskey. I am actually so excited. I will grab that in a minute, but I've been really excited to read this book. So yeah, A Love Letter to Whiskey. And then one more. All right, I'll set that jar down. All right, which one is this? I got The Worst Best Man. Okay, I have to figure out what these books were for the Buzzword challenge, but yeah, I will be right back. I will grab those books, and then I will also figure out what they fit for the Buzzword challenge. Okay, so I grabbed the books. So I have The Worst Best Man by Mia Sosa. And then for the Buzzword challenge, this fits for food on the cover. This is what I selected. And obviously there is a cake on the cover. I have been wanting to read this for a really long time. And yeah, I'm excited. This is a rom-com, and yeah, I've been wanting to read from this author for a while, and it'll be nice to have a fun little rom-com in the mix, because I plan on trying to read a lot of fantasy for Realmathon. So yeah, this is a good pick. And then for the next one, this actually fits the Buzzword challenge. So that was for the cover. This is for a buzzword, and one of them was for the word is for 2, any 2, 2, 2, and 2. And this has it's a love letter to whiskey. This is by Candy Steiner, and I know nothing really about this book, but I've heard that it is very heartbreaking. And yeah, I've heard really good things about it, so I am excited to add it to my TBR. I've been wanting to read it for a while now. So yeah, those are the 2 books that I'm reading for the Buzzword challenge. Okay, now we will be drawing two prompts from here for the series jar. I know I'm carrying over those 2 books. I'm going to try to read them. It's also not the end of February exact, it's not March yet, but I probably will not be finishing them by the end of the month, so that's why I am carrying them over. Maybe I will start them before February is over, but they definitely will not be finished because I have other books I need to finish as well. So let's go ahead and draw series, because I need to read down series. So I will draw 2. So I have 2 right here. All right, first one I have is Curious Tides. I will grab those in a minute to show you what they are. All right, Curious Tides, that is a young adult series. And then I have Eternal Rain. I will have to find out. Oh, okay, I know exactly what this one is. Okay, I'm excited for this one. All right, so those are the 2. I will grab them. Okay, so for this series jar, the first book I drew was Curious Tides by Pascal Lascelles. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. I think this is it takes place at a college. Yeah, it says Emery is a student at Aldrin College for Lunar Magics. And that's all I really know. I'm excited to read this one. Like, this cover is stunning. And I kind of just want to go into it kind of blind. And I don't really want to go over exactly like too much over what it's about right now, because I don't want this video to be like super long. But yeah, I'm excited. I know this is a like young adult like fantasy, and I'm assuming there's gonna be a romance in it. But yeah, very excited for this one. And then the next series book I got was Eternal Rain by Carolyn Peckman and Suzanne Valenti. This is the same author that wrote Zodiac Academy. And I am so excited for this one. Not only is there a stag on it, I'm on Team Stag, so it's perfect. And also it has like plants on the cover, so it's also perfect for that. And it's a vampire book. Like, there's vampires. So I'm pretty sure, I don't know if any of the main characters are like vampires or if they're humans. I'm not sure. I know it does follow, I think, two sisters, exactly kind of like Zodiac Academy, but it's like different. Like, it just says the vampire prince has never claimed a human until now. Okay, so I think the sisters are humans, but I think I can count it as not, because I think the vampire, if there's a vampire prince, he's probably the main like male protagonist. So I think I can count it. I won't really know until I read it, but I am so excited for this one. Like, I've been wanting to read this for a while. I loved Zodiac Academy. Speaking of Zodiac Academy, I really need to reread that series so I can read books 8 and 9. But anyway, I am so excited for this one because, yeah, I have loved the Zodiac Academy series, and yeah, I'm excited to give another one of their series a try. So yeah, that is my second series that I will hopefully get to in March. Okay, so those are the jars out of the way. Now we will go ahead and start my actual TBR game. I'm so excited, and hopefully we will get some books that will fit the prompts for Realmathon. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started with my TBR game. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and start my TBR game. We're gonna go ahead and do roll number 1, and we got a 4. All right, and that is light blue. Light blue is contemporary literary. Again, I probably will end up doing a romance for contemporary prompts. Because like I said, I'm not in a mood to read any like literary books, so we will see what the prompt is. A new to me author. That is a literary or contemporary book. Okay, so for roll number 1, I landed on light blue, and that is my literary and contemporary jar. And for that, I got a literary contemporary that is a new to me author. And for that, I am choosing The Favorites by Lane Fargo. This follows 2 ice skaters, and it follows like their story and like the story on the ice and on and off the ice, I believe. And like there's a scandal that happens, and also like it's a romance too. But I think it is more like contemporary and literary. Like, it's not like a like traditional like romance. I know on Book of the Month it showed like romance as like the genre that it is, but I'm pretty sure it is more like a contemporary literary like romance in that sense. Like, it's not a traditional like romance. So I'm choosing this one because I have been wanting to read it, because I've heard like pretty much nothing but good things about this book. I know not everybody has loved it, but I've heard pretty much nothing but good things about it. So I'm excited to give it a try. So yeah, this is my first book on my Owl Choose Your TBR. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do roll number 2. Oh, that went off. I got 6. That is Bright Yellow. Bright Yellow is my thriller, horror, and mystery jar. Let's see what prompts. Oh, these. China. Okay, that tipped over, but that's okay. The one I got. What does that say? Less than 300 pages. Okay, I will have to figure out what book I have that is less than 300 pages. Okay, so for roll number 2, I landed on my bright yellow square, and that is for my thriller, horror, and mystery books. And the prompt I got was for a book that has less than 300 pages. And this was a lot harder than I thought, trying to find a thriller horror book that I own that is on my physical TBR that is under or less than 300 pages. I am not mad at this prompt though, because during Realmathon there is a readathon within the big readathon. There's a 48-hour readathon that takes place in a weekend in March, where we have to just read as much as we can within that weekend, and we get extra points. And so I'm not mad that I needed to find a book that is less than 300 pages, because I could definitely read this book during that weekend. But anyway, the book I ended up going for is A Killing Cold by Kate Alice Marshall. And I chose this because, one, I want to get to it before winter is over. Because I think March is kind of going into spring. So I want to try to get to this before winter is actually fully over. Because I still have not gotten to it yet. This is a newer thriller that came out this year. It came out in January of this year, and I still have not gotten to it yet. But I don't know really too much about what it's about, but it is under 300 pages. Let me just say, yeah, it is 289 pages. I don't want to spoil the ending, but yeah, I am excited to give this one a try. I don't think I've read anything by this author before, but I do own her other books as well. I just haven't read anything from her yet. But yeah, I'm excited to give this one a try. And like I said, I like going into my thrillers blindly. So yeah, still excited to get to this one. And also, I'm pretty sure I can count this as a plant because it's like a tree. So this will count for that prompt maybe too. So yeah, excited to give this one a try. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do roll number 3. Oh, I'm going to redo that. All right, we got 5. All right, we got a light yellow, and that is my historical fiction jar. All right, let's see. I don't have very many in this jar. Okay, we'll go with this one. All right. Let's see, what does that say? BIPOC author/characters. Okay. All right. So I'm not sure what happened to the piece of paper I got, but for roll number 3, I landed on my light yellow, which is historical fiction, and the prompt I got was a BIPOC author or characters. And for this, again, I'm not in a huge mood, or I wasn't in a huge mood to read historical fiction, but I found one that will be perfect and will also fit some prompts for Realmathon. And for that, I chose All We Were Promised, and this takes place in Philadelphia in 1837, and it follows 3 young Black women in pre-Civil War Philadelphia. So yeah, I am excited to read this one. I got it from Book of the Month last year, and I just have not gotten to it yet. But I am pretty excited to read this one. I think it will be an important read. And yeah, this is by Ashton Lattimore. I am sorry if I pronounced that wrong. But yeah, it's a historical fiction book. And again, it takes place in Philadelphia, so that could count as an urban setting for Realmathon. And also there is a like tree in the background too, so it will count for that bonus prompt as well. But yeah, I am excited to give this book a try. And yeah, even though I'm not in a historical fiction mood, I am still excited to try this book. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do roll number 4. Got 5. A lot of small numbers. Oh, and then we hit the owl, meaning I have to do 2. I have to draw 2 books from the green jar. Luckily, it is any genre, but yeah, I hit the owl, so I have to draw 2 books from this jar. All right, so I got 1 and 2. I will set that aside. All right, first prompt is animal on the cover. All right. And then second prompt, second book. What does that say? Less than 300 pages. Okay, that is awesome. So any genre with a book that is less than 300 pages, and then a book with an animal on the cover. Okay, so I am back, and this time for roll number 4, I landed on a green, light green, which is any genre, but then it was an owl square, meaning I have to choose 2 prompts and choose 2 books. So I added 2 books to my TBR now. And anyway, the prompts I got were an animal on the cover and a book with less than 300 pages. So at least I got the less than 300 pages prompt, because then it's another book I can add for the little like readathon, like weekend readathon that is happening within Realmathon. So the book that I chose for a book that is under 300 pages is A Kingdom of Stars and Shadows by Holly Renee. This is the start of, I can't think of the name of this series, but I'm excited. I did read her other series, the Veiled Kingdom. I read that and I actually really love that series, so I'm excited to give this series a try as well. And this is under 300 pages. It is 272 pages to be exact. So it will work. And another one I can add for that like readathon, because I want to read short books for that little like weekend readathon. And then for animal on the cover, I chose Wolf Song by TJ Klune. This is a start of a series, the Green Creek series, and it's a romance, I'm pretty sure. And I think it follows wolves, so I'm pretty sure it can work for the non-human main character. So yeah, I'm excited. I've heard really good things about this series, and also I got the pretty like sprayed edges versions of this series. And also like all these covers are like gorgeous. Like I like love them. So yeah, I'm excited to give this series a try. I have never read a TJ Klune book before. I know I own The House in the Cerulean Sea, just have not read it yet, but yeah, I'm excited to give this series a try. And again, like I said, it has an animal on the cover, and also it has plants on the cover as well, so it will work for the plants on the cover prompt for Team Stags. So yeah, excited to add this to the TBR. Okay, we are on roll number 5, and I hope the dice give me a bigger number because my TBR is getting long now. Of course not. Okay, we got a 2, and that is light yellow again, meaning another historical fiction book. All right. A historical fiction book over 400 pages, of course. All right. Okay, so for roll number 5, I landed on another light yellow prompt which is historical fiction. And I, of course, got the prompt over 400 pages because my game has not been nice this time. I mean, I've gotten some books I'm excited about, but it has not been nice as of recently. This book is over 500 pages, and this is a carryover from last month, but I did not get to it, so it is fine. And that is The Great Alone by Kristen Hanna. I wanted to read this in February, but I just never ended up getting to it. So I'm just going to go ahead and carry it over for March. This follows the Albrights family and it takes place in Alaska. That's all I really know. I know this is a very heartbreaking read, a hard read. And yeah, that's all I really know. But it does have trees in the background here, so I wonder, I probably maybe can count it for plants on the cover if I end up getting to it. I mean, it's going on the TBR, so hopefully I will actually get to it. And it's a carryover, so I hope I actually get to it in March. So yeah, I am excited to read this. I just did not end up getting to it in February. But that's okay. This is another one that takes place in winter too, so I kind of want to get to it before like the winter season is over. So yeah, it says Alaska 1974, so it is a historical book. So yeah, I'm excited to get to it. And I've been wanting to read a Kristen Hanna. If I do get to it, this will be my first Kristen Hanna book. So yeah, anyway, excited to get to this one. Let's go on to roll number 6, I think. Okay, we are on to roll number 6. Let's go ahead. Hopefully I get hopefully I get a bigger number this time. 4, 5, 6. All right. All right, that is light purple. That is my fantasy. All right, let's see what I get. Oh, okay, this is 1. Okay, let's see. What does that say? A YA fantasy. Okay, that is actually perfect. All right, so for roll number 6, I landed on light purple, which is my fantasy jar. And for that, I got a YA fantasy, which is perfect. And I'm choosing Belladonna by Adeline Grace. This has been on my TBR for so long. I've heard nothing but great things about this series. And I know it follows 19-year-old Signa. And yeah, I don't really know too much about it, but I've heard really good things about it. And it just says, I like the little blur. It says, Signa opened her eyes and death was there before her, waiting. Yeah, it sounds good. It has plants on the cover, so it will work for that, for Realmathon. So yeah, I'm excited to finally get to this one. It's been on my TBR for a while, and I love the Under the Dust Jacket. I love these covers so much. Stunning. I love it, and yeah, I can't wait to see what the hype is about with this series. So yeah, very excited to read this one. Okay, roll number 7. Another big number, please. 7. Oh, roll number 7. We landed on 7. Yay! Another purple square. Okay. Let's see. What is the prompt this time? Oh my gosh, it is not unfolding nice for me. What does that say? I do not know. Oh, red on the cover. At first I thought it said bed, but that's red. So a red cover. Okay, so for roll number 7, I landed on another light purple, which again is fantasy. And the prompt I got was a book with red on the cover. And for that, I'm choosing Slaying the Vampire Conqueror by Carissa Broadbent. This has been on several TBRs. This is in the same world as The Serpent and the Wings of Night, which I love that duology. I also still need to get to the 3rd book in that like series, or like it's the start of another duology in that world. But it's the 3rd book in the series overall. But this takes place, this is a standalone that takes place in that same world, and I just have been putting it off. I don't know why. Maybe it is to read it. Maybe I put it off to read it for Realmathon because this has vampires in it, so it would be it would count as a non-human main character for the team Stags. So yeah, I'm excited to get to this one. I've been putting it off for too long, so yeah, I really need to get to this one in March. Okay, roll number 8, and we're kind of getting to the end. Hopefully we get a big number. Oh yay, 11. 8, 9, 10, 11. That's light blue. Again, I got contemporary, so I'm not excited for the like jar we got, but we are very close to the end now. So let's see what we get. That's under 300 pages, a contemporary. I might have to choose a like romance because I'm not sure if I can find one that is under 300 pages. We will see. All right, so after roll number 8, I landed on a blue square, and that is again my contemporary or literary fiction. And the prompt I got was a book for under 300 pages again. And I think my TBR was trying to get me to find books that I could read for that 48-hour readathon, because I had no idea what I was really going to read for that. And that is why it is choosing all these books that are under 300 pages. And I am not mad about that. But it was very hard to find a contemporary literary fiction book that I wanted to read that was under 300 pages. But I did find one. And I chose Expiration Date by Rebecca Surley. This I think is it's a romance, but I think it is more like, again, more contemporary. So I think it'll fit that. But even if it is more of like an actual romance, I really, it's still contemporary in my eyes. So, and this is 254 pages, so very short, definitely under 300 pages. So yeah, I'm excited to give this one a try. I don't know exactly what it is about, but it follows Jake and Daphne, and it takes place in Los Angeles, so urban setting. And also there are trees on the cover, so we'll count for plants on the cover. So yeah, this will work perfectly for Realmathon, and also it is short, so I can add it on the TBR for that 48-hour readathon. And also it's giving me kind of like summer, but also like the colors kind of like is spring vibes. So definitely like it can transition me into like more spring, warm weather time since we're still in winter. So yeah, I'm excited to give this book a try. Okay, we are on roll 9, and hopefully our last, well, most definitely will be our last roll, but hopefully I get something bigger, something bigger than a 4, because then that last book I showed you was the last book for this TBR. So let's go ahead and roll. And good, I got another 11. So that is the end of my Owl Choose Your TBR for March. So I made it to the end finally for my Owl Choose Your TBR. And I have a lot of books on my TBR. Here is all the books I will hopefully get to in March. I have a lot of good reading ahead of me. I think I can like go over the books quickly here again. I have The Great Alone for historical fiction that is over 400 pages. Wolf Song for a any genre for with an animal on the cover. I have A Kingdom of Stars and Shadows for any genre that is under 300 pages. I have Expiration Dates by Rebecca Surley for a contemporary under 300 pages. I have Slaying the Vampire Conqueror for a fantasy with red on the cover. I have Belladonna for a YA fantasy. I have All We Were Promised for a historical fiction with by a BIPOC author. I have A Killing Cold by Kate Alice Marshall for an author or a thriller. I forgot, but and then I have The Favorites for a contemporary by an author I have not read from before. So yeah, those are all the books for my Owl Choose Your TBR. I'm gonna go ahead and set these down. Okay, so that is a huge TBR. I also have a couple other books that I wanted to show you because I forgot to mention them at the beginning. All right, so I wanted to update you on the series, like my series that I am trying to like go through. I did not end up reading or continue on with the Black Dagger Brotherhood series in February, so I still have to read these in March. And these have vampires, so it'll actually be perfect for Realmathon. And then I also need to read the sequel to A Dragonfly in Amber. I am still working my way through the first book, and I am definitely going to focus on that book for the rest of February, so I will definitely be finishing it before March is over. So I will be reading the sequel in March. And then I did not continue on with the Mortal Instruments, so I will be carrying these over as well in March. And again, like I said, these are urban settings, so these will actually be perfect for Realmathon to fit the urban setting prompt. So yeah, City of Ashes and City of Glass, they're also going on the TBR. So yeah, I have a really long TBR. All right, so those were all the books I plan on reading in the month of March. And like I said, I am so excited to participate in Realmathon again. Like I said, I will link her channel down below if you somehow don't know about it already. But yeah, I am so excited to participate in it again. And yeah, I am excited. Please let me know if you plan on participating in Realmathon or what you plan on reading in March. And please like this video and please subscribe to this channel if you want to. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye.